on this story. First of all, Margie Omero is a Democratic pollster and president of Momentum Analysis. And Margie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
David Avello is president of GoPac. We're going to bring David in there as well. David, good morning to you as well.
Good morning.
Let's talk about the politics and all this right now, David. Is it as obvious as it appears?
Well, this is a policy that we need to learn more about. It is certainly, these initial reports are very confusing because they're saying these are just memos that are being considered. And certainly they are memos that are written by lawyers in Washington, not by border agents in Brownsville, Texas, who are trying to enforce our immigration laws.
And what does that mean, David?
Well, I mean, if you read one of the memos,
it actually gives them more discretion.
It doesn't. It makes them not border agents trying to secure the border. It makes them judges because they get to determine what is a low priority illegal immigrant, or they're being asked to determine what is a low priority illegal immigrant.
Okay, all right. I want to get Margie to jump in here too and just weigh in on what you have heard about it so far, Margie.
Well, this would allow young people who have been law-abiding, they're undocumented young folks, it allows them to have work permits. And this really gives now law-abiding kids who are right with the law, they graduated from high school or they went into the military, a work permit so they can come out of the shadows. It doesn't give them automatic citizenship. It's not a path to citizenship. It's a path to legal work. And that's something that a lot of voters I talk to support. If you are doing the right thing, you came here as a child, then you should be allowed to, and you graduated from a U.S. high school, you should be allowed to work legally. And that's something that a lot of people support.
It could affect 800,000 illegal immigrants already here. David, address the politics. Does this make a difference in November?
Well, you would hope, and you see in poll after poll, the #1 issue amongst all voters, even Hispanics, is the jobs issue. And so I'm not sure, I would like to believe that the president and his team have not done this for political reasons. They truly, their enforcement it follows that their enforcement through this whole administration has not been on securing the border.
You're not sure of the impact politically?
I'm not sure this is intended to try to score them political points, unlike a lot of the decisions they do make in this
Margie, what do you think of that point?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think this is not a political decision. I think this is a policy decision because it allows folks who are working hard to be able to continue to work hard legally, which is an American value.
But if your support is flagging among this group of illegals, then this might go a long way to shoring up that support.
Well, undocumented workers are not able to vote, and so
understood,
this is really,
but the lingering impact on Latinos throughout America could be there.
Well, I would say with President Obama getting in the 60s and 70s support with Latinos, that his support is not flagging among Latinos. I mean, Mitt Romney has been consistently underperforming where John McCain has been, where President Bush has been for a long time now. He was running to the right of the Republican field on immigration, so he is very weak on this. So I wouldn't say Obama's weak among Latinos. I think he's very strong. I do think that this is going to be a policy that there'll be some debate about. So I don't think that President Obama is undertaking this because he sees it as a political gain. I think that the administration thinks that this is a smart policy.
By the Pew Hispanic Center showed 59% of Latinos disapprove of the president's handling of deportations. Does this change now, David?
I don't think so. No, the problem is that if you talk to Hispanic citizens, they want laws enforced just like all Americans want our laws enforced. And as we were discussing earlier, was this done for political reasons? I don't think so. The problem is the policy's wrong. The only way we get our immigration system under control is to first start by securing the border. And this
President Bush has deported more people than President Bush. President Obama has deported more people than President Bush. And audits of companies have quadrupled under President Obama from where it was under President Bush. So it's a mistake. It is a myth to say that the president's been soft on immigration. It's not true.
We're going to hear from Janet Napolitano in a few moments here. NBC Wall Street Journal polling about a month ago found Barack Obama leading Mitt Romney among Hispanic voters, 61 to 27%. That was in May. David, thank you. Margie, thanks to you as well.
Thank you.
More on the way. Here's Martha now with more.
More coming up on that in a moment, but first, the crisis.